Hey everybody, Mike Steele here with Barbecue Champs Live, and we got a great show lined up for you with two hot cookers that's been tearing it up on the scenes and a grand champion at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. I'm talking about none other than Eddy Morales, who had a huge reserve grand champion at Rodeo Austin this past weekend, Mr. Brodie Daniels, who's been crushing it. I think he's had two grands in reserve his last three competitions, and his son, Brodie, if you did not know, won the junior cook-off at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo here a couple weeks ago, and we'll have Brodie join us as well. So we got a great show lined up, got some great cooks. Probably going to have lots of questions and answers, so if there's anything that you'd like to know, you can certainly fire off on that, and we'll see if we can get everything answered for you. So as people are coming in, well, we always know this man's going to be here. Mr. Gordon, hello, all the way from Cleveland. Let us know where you're at. Mr. Terry Roan, buddy, it was good talking to you today, and hope you're doing well, and glad to see that you're going to actually be able to get over to the World Championship. Congratulations to all those SEA cookers that qualified. I think Terry told me there was a little over 400 teams that's going to be competing in Fort Worth this year. It just keeps growing more and more. And I tell you what, that's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it over there. I've been over there the last couple years. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it over there this year with the scheduling that I've got going on here at Barbecue Champs and my pool business and stuff like that. So I just want to wish everybody safe travels that are heading. I've already seen some teams heading to Fort Worth. I know y'all going to have a great time, and it looks like the weather's going to be pretty good. I mean, I've seen it's going to be a little cool, maybe some wind, but hopefully the rain and stuff will hold off. So good luck to everybody cooking at the SCA Championship this weekend. So, all right, who else we got? Darian, thank you for being with us. John, appreciate you being with us. Gary, look at here from Memphis, Tennessee. Appreciate you being with us. Justin, thank you for showing up tonight. We appreciate it. Got Chuck with us. Hey, Mike, Eddy, Bo, Brodie, congratulations. Congratulations to Carly as well. If I recall, I think she got reserve grand champion at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. So congratulations to that young lady. Carlos, good evening, sir. Glad to have you with us and appreciate you being on our show the other day. Got Mr. David with Gunnar Wilhelm. Awesome knives. Got them right above me. They're part of my set, man. And I don't go to competitions without them. Absolutely awesome. If you're looking for some incredibly good knives, check out Gunter Wilhelm. Incredibly sharp. They hold an edge as good as some of my $150, $200 knives, and you will not go wrong. He's got some great stuff there. Well, looky here who we got. Miss Erica. Glad to have you here with us tonight, Erica. We certainly have missed you being with us. I hope you and James are doing well. Also, Cassie, thank you for being with us. We haven't seen you, I know, in at least 3 or 4 weeks, all the way from the land down under. Mr. James, there he is. Congratulations to you and Erica. You look like y'all had a pretty good time down in the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo as well. Shout outs to you guys. And glad to have you both on tonight. Jeffrey, thank you for being with us. Christopher, all the way from Connecticut, thank you for being with us. Heath, we appreciate you being with us tonight. Mr. Bill Manning, thank you, sir. And Bill had a big, I think it was 3rd or 4th place brisket at the rodeo as well. Congratulations to you once again, Bill. And appreciate you being on our show tonight. Jason White, thank you, sir, for being with us. Man, we got a lot of folks coming in. Ryan, appreciate you being here. Alan Jackson, all the way from Nebraska. See y'all this weekend. Awesome, awesome. And Miss Brenda's with us as well. Hey, Mike, nice to see you. Used to you too, sweetie. I hope you're doing well. I don't. Are you and Gordon going to go to? I think I seen y'all wasn't going to be able to go to the SCA cook-off there in Fort Worth. I know y'all had a big vacation, and I think that took up most of your vacation time instead of traveling down to Texas. So, anyway, you don't have to answer because I remember seeing y'all posting about it. Anyway, we got quite a few folks on here. Steadily got some more showing up, I'm sure. And we're getting ready for the big cook-off down in Beau Bridge, Louisiana. We're going to be cooking down there at the Smoke Show. Not this weekend, but the next. It's a BCA competition down there. I'm getting excited about that one. It's just a great venue. Got a beautiful RV park. It's pretty cool. They got these huge ponds, and we're literally lined up RV spots it's in a rectangle all the way around it, so you can literally back in your tailgate. When I drop my tailgate on my trailer, it's literally 6-7 feet from where the pond is. It's really a pretty RV park, And it'll be jam-packed with not only barbecue cooks, but they've got a lot of people that just go there to camp over the weekend. Also, I want to talk about a cook-off. A real good friend of mine, Benji Lewis. Let me get the exact date. I know it's the last weekend in March, first weekend in April. Yeah, it's right there on that Friday, Saturday. It's going to be April the 1st over in Monroe, Louisiana. It's a BCA competition. Benji Lewis is putting it on. Benji's always done a great job of promoting competitions. He used to have one over in Monroe for 3 or 4 years that I remember. This was 4 or 5 years ago. Now he's bringing it back. So if you're looking for a competition, that if you live in Mississippi or Arkansas, or maybe the east part of Tennessee, check out the competition that's going to be there in Monroe, Louisiana. Also, you Texas cookers, hey, come on over here. We got some good cooks over here in Louisiana as well. And that's going to be April the 1st. It's a BCA competition, so be sure to check it out. You might want to look at that one, put it on your schedule. So let's see. Had surgery, can't travel for another 2 weeks. All right, let's see. Jason White, let's see. It's going to be a tough one. There's no doubt, Jason. It is going to be a stacked field. I don't know how many cooks that are going to be down in Breaux Bridge, but I'm sure it's going to be at least 45 teams. So it looks like it's going to be a packed house, and we're really excited. Mr. Danny, I know Mr. Danny Titus is going to be there. Glad to have you here, buddy. And anyway, let's get some housekeeping done real quick. See if I can get this thing figured out. Certainly want to thank all these great folks, our partners at Prairie Fresh. We certainly do appreciate you and the fine product that you provide for all of us cooks. If you're wondering where you can get Prairie Fresh, Walmart now is carrying all their product. Also, Raider Red Meats can ship them out to you as well. Mr. Brian Crawford at Lone Star Barbecue Pro Shop. My good friend, Mr. Wild Bill at Texas Select Season. He released 2 or 3 new rubs here in the last month. They are phenomenal. Spoke just a minute ago about the Gunnar Wilhelm knives. Be sure to check them out. Absolutely awesome knives. Everybody knows Dustin down at the barbecue store. He's done a lot to help Joey promote the Texas Chrome and the 6-pack they had last year, which has turned into a 9-pack this year. So huge shout out to the barbecue store and all the support they give us. Mr. John Lindsay, it all queued up. And my dear friend, Miss Gail down at Daigle's Barbecue. They still got some amazing barbecue sauces and rubs and glazes. I use a lot of their product. I hope to see her down in Breaux Bridge next weekend. Be sure to check them all out. Before we get started, let's bring these. As we get started, let's bring in our first guest. We're going to bring in Mr. Eddy, the big guy right here with Pit Father's Barbecue. Man, huge congratulations to you for going down to Rodeo Austin, coming off of a grand champion last year. And you show up and show out this weekend with the reserve grand champion, man. Congratulations. No, can't hear you. Your mic's off.
I appreciate it, man. I said thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, so I bet that felt pretty good, right?
It felt really good. Yes, I was pretty happy about that.
Yeah. How many teams was there?
I think it was 226.
200
at the end. Yeah, total
teams,
226. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
it was about 40 more from last year. Last year was 186. So
wow, that's pretty big. All right, well, we're going to talk a little bit about that here in just a second. I'm going to go on and bring in our next guest. He's no stranger to the show. We've had Mr. Bo on here before with Totally Bodacious Barbecue. Bo, how have you been doing, buddy?
Good. Thanks, Mike, for having us on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You've kind of been on fire too, man. I think you've had a couple grands in reserve your last few competitions.
So yeah, 3 in a row.
3 in a row, man. Seems like you've got something kind of figured out as well. So congratulations to you. And we're going to have Brodie on here in a little bit, man. We'll give him some props too, because he's totally deserving of what he did to go down to Houston and show up and show out down there as well. So got a lot of folks steadily coming in here. We appreciate all of you. Let's see, Carlos that says, yeah, much love, brother. Congratulations. Yeah, y'all been doing good. His brisket at Austin Rodeo was amazing. Yeah, he said we're going to talk about his pit, and we'll do that here in just a minute ago. And he said something was magic about that brisket. So we got Michelle Martinez. Glad to have you with us, sweetie. And Carlos says hello to you too, Bo. All right, so I don't know. Let's start with you, Eddy. You're right in the middle. So tell us a little bit about who Eddy Morales is, man. It seems like to me, I've been following you for 2 or 3 years that I've kind of seen a lot of posts and a lot of wins, and I see a wall full of trophies over there. So tell us how you got started into barbecue in general as a youngster, and And how many years you been cooking? Let's hear this story about the man, the myth, the legend we all want to be like.
I appreciate that. But now let's see, I'm Eddie. I'm from Austin, born and raised Austin, Texas. Grew up here, and I've been competing for about 4 years, maybe about 4.5.
Okay.
I want to say I might have done one cook-off in 17, and then 18 came along. I did maybe a few, but I didn't start hitting it real hard till 19.
Right.
And then 20 it was kind of a slow year because of
COVID.
COVID or whatever, and then picked back up and it's been rolling. Actually got started in competitions. One of my buddies that I play pool with, I play a lot of league pool.
Uh-huh.
So one of my buddies, he invited me. He'd invite me often to cook-offs, and I'm like, what is that?
Right.
Never heard of it, never been, and I went one time, man, and it was fun. I had a good time, and I was like, hey, can anybody do this? And he said, yeah, man, all you got to do is sign up. And I thought I can cook at the time, so
Yeah.
I did my first one here at Driftwood, and yeah, it didn't work. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
But I sat there. I was actually showing Bill Purvis my first turn-ins ever here on Sunday, and we were laughing because it looks like what.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, so it's been about 4.5 years, going on 5.
So what did you do to improve the very first time when you looked at your food and like, wow, this did not do very good? So what was the process to get better?
So, I came in, I went to H-E-B, bought me a select brisket because that's all I knew.
Right.
And my homemade seasoning, my homemade barbecue sauce, and that's what I threw on the first time. Man, the seasonings are good. The sauce is really good, but I got some. I started asking people like, man, why isn't it working? I'm like, well, what are you cooking? I said, well, I'm cooking the select brisket. That's $30 at H-E-B. And they're like, well, you might want to get maybe a prime or a choice at least. Yeah. And, started changing quality meat, and then started, doing different trim and, asking around, hey, what should I use? And then people started suggesting stuff. And I started with a lot of Cosmo stuff, and, it was a while. I'd say my first year, I didn't get out my seat.
Right.
And it was, I stuck to it,
Yeah.
So, but I started, my dad growing up, it wasn't my mom that did all the cooking. My dad played a big part in the cooking. They'd take turns, they'd cook together. So as a kid, I wanted to learn how to cook,
Right.
And one time my dad smoked some ribs and they were phenomenal. And I might have been like 16, 17. And I'm like, hey, man, can you make those ribs again? And he'd always put it off like, yeah, I'll make them next weekend. I went to H-E-B, bought me a rack of ribs, and tried to do it myself. Burned them up.
Wasn't quite like Dad.
It didn't work. So that's how I started, getting into barbecue because I wanted to make those ribs. And
right. Did Dad ever show you how to do it?
No.
Oh, that
No.
sucker. Oh, is your dad still with us today?
Oh, yes.
So now what does he say now? Hey, Dad, you want to come over here and let me show you how to do it? Is that what he's doing?
That's exactly.
Did you tell him, no, I'm not going to do that?
No, exactly. Like, hey, anytime family comes over to visit from out of town or whatever, he's like, hey, can you come and, cook those ribs? And I'm like, maybe next weekend.
I love it. That is awesome. Maybe next weekend.
Yeah, but I do it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. You got to have fun with them, right? I'll cook them for you one weekend.
Yeah.
So that's awesome that you keep telling him that. So, all right, let's see. Was there a barbecue sanctioning organization for the Austin Rodeo cook-off?
This year was CBA.
CBA. Okay.
Last year was Lone Star. Well, it's been Lone Star the past, I don't know, since I've been cooking it. But
Okay.
yeah,
So
this year went CBA.
It was CBA this year. Okay. So I don't know if I said it at the beginning. I think I did. I'm not sure. But, he got reserve grand champion this year. Eddie got grand champion last year. So I think he has something figured out in Austin. And he did tell me he lives in Austin. and he loves it. It's his backyard, so kudos to you, man. I don't know. Maybe the secret is salt, pepper, garlic from Aaron Franklin. It's just give them something that they love. So tell us a little bit about this magical brisket, because Carlos said it was like amazing, and you like, yeah, man. So tell us a little about what you cook on, what you were cooking on, what you switched to. You kind of told me the story, and then what you cook that brisket on. So let's hear a little bit about that.
Yeah, so last year I was cooking on nothing but James Brooks drums. All right, all drums, 3 drums, and CBA I cooked 4 drums. Is just 1 drum for meat.
Right.
And I cooked the brisket last year on the drum, and I mean I thought, right, it was phenomenal, and it was, right. I hit a first place brisket. So
Wow.
last year, and recently, about five months ago, I'd say I switched over to a jambo, backyard jambo.
Uh-huh.
And man, the very first brisket I cooked on the Jambo was at the IBCA showdown. I never practiced on the Jambo. I never lit it. That was the first time I even touched it, and I hit a first place brisket on it
Wow.
at the IBCA showdown. And I'm like, man, was it the pit or is it the mid?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and so yeah, this year I threw it on Jambo. I was a little nervous because
Right.
last year's brisket was on the drum, and I'm cooking on a whole different pit, and I think it gives it a big difference, in flavor.
Right.
So I was a little worried about it, man, but when I cut into it, the worry kind of went away.
Right. So what place did you finish in brisket?
So I got a 3rd place brisket this year.
3rd place brisket. So 1st last year, 3rd this year. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. So you like the Jambo?
Man, I love the Jambo. I tell you, my brisket will never ever touch another drum, unless I have to, right?
Right.
If I have to fly somewhere to cook and somebody brings me a drum, that's what I'm cooking on. But
right.
if I have it, man.
It's going to be on an offset Jambo. Yeah, yes, I know a guy that won one at a barbecue competition last year in October.
Yeah. Who was that?
I don't know who that guy was. He just decides like, man, I don't have no room to put this thing, Jamie. I was like, he's like, don't worry, I'll buy it from you and I'll sell it. It's gone. It'll be gone Monday. I got an 8-week waiting list for one. And I was like, man, thank you so much. It was a gorgeous pit. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is nice. I was looking at the craftsmanship, even on the backyard smoker.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And I just said, Jamie, I don't have no room to put it. I cook on an offset. I got a rotisserie, right? I've always cooked on a rotisserie. And I was like, man, I'm not changing that, brother. I love your pits, but I'm not changing that thing. So,
yeah.
But
it was a little hard to make that decision to change, because I was doing really good on the drums anyway.
Right.
So, it was one of those things where I'm gonna try it one time. If it doesn't work, then that's it.
Luckily, it hit for you right. I guess if you hit it the showdown right off the get go, it's kind of there. So
right.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Yeah, and I have a backyard model too. So that's what I cook on.
Okay.
The backyard.
You cook on the backyard. I'll tell you what, man, that backyard deal. That thing, it's big. It's got a lot of room. It's nice. I mean, it is super nice. So
yeah. So chicken still goes on the drum. I tried it a few times, putting it on the Jambo or finishing it on the Jambo, and it worked one time. I had a fifth chicken out of it was like 54 teams.
Right.
And after that, it was like 96, 70. Let's go back to the drum.
Back on the drum. I think a chicken needs to be on a drum. I don't cook mine on my offset. You got to have the heat. So. Well, man, congratulations on that. We'll talk a little bit more about it. I've got more questions for you, but now we're going to get over to this man right here, Mr. Bo. He's been killing it, totally bodacious barbecue. And let's see, a grand in reserve the last 3. I think that warrants some pretty good, some pretty good. I got my crap going on here. You know what you're doing. So, man, congratulations on that. Let's hear a little bit about what's been going on with you. We had you on about a year ago. And tell us what's been happening.
I mean, I basically started cooking competitions probably 2-3 years ago, full speed. I think right after COVID. Mm-hmm. Did a few before that, but not many. The last few months, I mean, I've been on a roller coaster all year long last year. 1 month I do good, 1 month is just terrible.
Right.
Lately, I just been putting it all together, doing a lot of studying over the Christmas time, not cooking, just breaking out the books, all my notebooks, and seeing what I was doing right and what I was doing wrong,
Right.
and trying to improve myself.
Right. So you got a lot of notes. You keep up with stuff.
I keep notes every weekend,
Yeah.
so I got notebooks all scattered through my trailer.
Yeah, that's important. Keeping good notes is everything. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. To be able to go out, look, find out where what recipes have worked, what recipes haven't, and man, that's like everything. So, so where have you cooked at the last few cook-offs?
My first GC was 3 weeks ago was at Victoria at the Victoria Livestock Show.
Okay.
I GC'd that one then weekend after that, though, the weekend of the Houston Rodeo, I was in Sinton and I reserved it. Then they had another cook-off the past weekend in Sinton again, and I granted it.
Oh, well, they like your food down there then. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty. And it seems like you have areas that your food just shines. I've got a couple areas, man. I always go. I do really, really well. Every time I go there, I've got some really good calls, and it seems like Eddie obviously got Austin figured out, and it seems like you got Sinton figured out. So, do y'all notice that? Is there certain places just like, man, I can't wait to go back there because, it's just I do really good. Have y'all got? Eddie, you got obviously outside of Austin. Obviously, you got Austin figured out. But outside of Austin, do you have some areas that you cook that you like? Man, I can't wait to go back there.
And honestly, I cook in Austin once a year. I never cook here. We don't have any cook-offs here.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it like this, but anywhere really, I feel like I do pretty good in most places. But down in Region 3, that's
That's your
also my spot,
Yeah.
down in Kennedy. And where did we go, Bo, last time where I got that GC?
Refugio.
Yeah, there. I mean, I
Yeah.
do pretty good there too.
Yeah.
So Region 3, yeah, I feel like
I got you.
where I've done my best. I don't do that good in the Houston area.
Right.
I guess my food's not sweet enough, but
Yeah.
it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems like
I've done good in Houston. I mean, San Antonio area has been my headache.
Headache. Okay.
So I can't figure out San Antonio.
Wow.
Yeah, I might have had like 1 or 2 GCs in the Houston area, but I mean, I still do good, but not that good.
Yeah. Yeah. There's places that you like, I can't wait to go back there. And there's other places like, I'm probably going to get in there. I'm going to give it my best. Probably going to see something that they don't like. You always seem to have that. So.
Man, when I first got my first GC was out in Glen Rose. I was surprised because, I got a GC in Glen Rose, then I went down to Kennedy the next week and I got a GC. So I'm like, that's completely opposite sides. So
Right.
I'm gonna just keep the same recipe going everywhere.
Yeah, keep that working. That's for sure. So, yeah, I don't know. It just seems like, I always tell people good barbecue travels. If you got a good recipe, you can cook it the same. It should travel. You may make a tweak here or there. And like you said, you've had some GCs in Houston. It may not be quite as consistent as the other, but where do you change? And if you change, it's got to be a subtle little change so you can see, did that help? Did it get better?
Yeah.
Or, no, they just didn't like that. So,
Yeah, so my first place brisket in Austin last year, I went back to a recipe from 2020 for last year's brisket.
right.
And since then, I've been cooking that same brisket, and it's been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
I'm still cooking the same brisket I cooked in 2018.
Yeah.
That brisket was so good to me at the end of that year. I mean, we rolled off a first, a second, a first, and first to close out 2018. And man, I rolled off into 2019, and it was pretty much top 4 everywhere we went. And then toward the end of the year, it tailed off because the flavor profile changed a little bit. But I used the same deal. I backed off the seasoning some, and man, just kept right on going through 2019 and all through 2019. So yeah, I just think people. There's a lot of people that change a lot of stuff. I feel like if you got something that's good, just tweak what you have and just quit scrapping it. Because if
Yeah.
it was good once for a really, really long time, if it changed, there's probably little subtle changes that you can make to get that same recipe to keep working. So
Right.
that's just it's kind of what I do, and I play
Oh yeah.
around with
Same.
it.
I mean, I've changed maybe if I go, 3 tablespoons, I might go, 2.5. Just
Right,
very small
very
changes,
small changes. Yep.
and
Bo,
until it works.
what's your secret, Bo?
I mean, I cook on all drums now. Last year I was cooking on an offset, and I switched to all race crew drums. It took me a little bit to figure them out. But I think my brisket is spot on right now. I mean, I love it. I think I do good anywhere I go with my brisket now. I
Right.
just developed a technique with that drum, and I've fine tuned it over the last 4 or 5 months, and I think it's just rocking and rolling right now.
Right, right. What's your strongest category, Bo? Brisket, ribs, or chicken?
Oh, probably ribs.
Yep.
Ribs. Okay. What Eddie? Your strongest is ribs.
No, his strongest is ribs.
His strongest. What's your strongest?
Right now, I think brisket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it alternates. It'll be ribs for a few weeks, and then I mean, my ribs are doing pretty decent too.
Right.
So right now, brisket and ribs are my chicken's
Yeah.
kind of hit or miss.
And we'll talk about that. And I'm like you. I mean, my brisket and ribs have been my money makers. Brisket has always been good. Ribs the last 3 or 4 years have been pretty dang consistent as well. But man, chicken is like I think a lot of people I talk to, it's this. It's up and down. It's up and down. It's up and down. It's just And I was talking to somebody the other day, and they was like, there's so many. Brisket is you're gonna have some salt, some pepper, some garlic, savory, maybe a little light glaze, maybe not. Same thing with ribs. The flavor profiles are all going to kind of run the same. But when you get into chicken, well, is it a brine chicken? Is it a brine injected chicken? Is it just an injected chicken? Is it heavily grilled with grill marks, or is it just grilled with no grill marks? Is it smoked, over a drum with no smoke, or is it just cooked on a drum with a lot of coals, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
Is it a
think,
butter bath?
is it a butter
Open?
bath? Is it not? Yeah. So all of those, I think, make a big difference in what this dang chicken could taste like. And I think that's the thing. We're probably all over the place on where everybody's cooking chicken, and there may be 5 or 6 of them that just stand out that get to the that head to the top of the tables, and they I mean, and you could do great one weekend grilling it, and you could go the next weekend and no, they wanted it smoked. Have y'all seen that same type deal?
I mean, I have, yeah, especially with CBA. Sometimes they'll leave you a comment. So
Right.
I've got a comment where it's too smoky or not enough smoke or needs smoke. You
Right.
know, I don't pay no mind to them really because they'll give you a bad review, but they'll still give you a good score. So
Right. Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of too smoky or not enough smoke or too dark or too light. It needs more color. And it's like
Right. Right.
you just don't know.
Yeah. What
The
about you,
same
Bo?
with me was the CBA. I mean, I've seen some of my comments where it says too smoky, too salty, not enough salt, not enough smoke, and I don't even. That's the comments don't even faze me no more
Yeah.
because you never know what the judge is going to want.
Right.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
I've cooked a couple of CBAs. I've tried the thighs. I've tried the half chicken still. It just, I mean, I like cooking either one of them when I cook CBAs. Um, obviously, I mean, you see the points, and you can't really tell what the judges like
No.
because
No. It's hard.
there's no comments. But uh, I think it's just a roller coaster of what judges you're getting.
Hmm. I agree. I think that has a lot to do with it. I try to just stay down the middle of the road with chicken. I don't make it too much one or the other. It's just a chicken. I try to make it taste like a chicken, and
Yeah.
I don't get too. I mean, I don't go stupid smoky. I mean, if you want smoke, that's great, but that can be an ingredient that can really offend people on a chicken, and because most people don't smoke chicken, they usually grill it. So. And I think that's why, a lot of people that are using grills or drums, a lot of times you can get that drum really good and hot. You can kind of get that grilled flavor off that chicken.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's just what makes chicken so tough. I mean, it seems like to me it's one of the harder meats just to consistently get across the finish line. So
Yeah, I think
some
my
people,
problem last year was that I was trying to hit a home run on all the meets,
mm,
everything. I was just trying to hit a home run and hit first place, first place, first place. And lately, I want a middle top 10
that's
food.
it. That's
Yeah.
it.
My goal is the grand champion now, not the first place, not first place, first place. It'd be nice as it is to get the bigger paycheck,
Right.
but I mean, I'm aiming top 5.
Yep.
I mean, and it's doing good for me.
Yeah. Well, it's about
Yeah.
the consistency.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I like now about everybody switching over to the cumulative scoring is just you just need to have a solid cook.
Yep.
You don't need first to win it. I mean,
No.
you can have a first brisket and a 11-11 and win it.
And
You
win
can
it.
have
Yep.
10-10-10. Just
Yep.
I feel like it makes it more fair for the
Right.
good cooks.
Right. Yeah. Good food's always going to shine. Good food's always going to kind of stay up, and that's what you're trying to, that's what you're trying to achieve by doing all that stuff. So anyway, well, you guys have been tearing it up. Congratulations to both of y'all for that. Let's real quick bring in the third man of the hour that's going to show up and show out and show all of us off here pretty deadgum soon. And Brodie, I hope you got my advice, when you was asking all the guys the last week, like, what do I need to do? And I said, get the greenest pine that you can and load that drum up or whatever. And that's what you need to be cooking on to give us a chance. They want a really good, heavy, black, tarry bark on him. So,
Yeah.
but congratulations to you, Brodie, with Brodacious Barbecue. This man right here, in case if you did not know, he won the grand champion at the junior cook-off at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Brodie, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks like you had a pretty good time down there, you and Carly. I know you know Carly, and so what was it like to be on the stage with her and y'all getting both grand and reserve?
I thought it was pretty cool because me and her have been cooking for a while, and
Right.
I like that we both got 1 and 2.
Right. That was pretty cool. So it seems like now your dad is giving us some pictures of some stuff. So is it all right if we share your pictures of your turn-in box?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I wanted to get it from the source. I didn't want you being over there punching on your on your dad like, what are you giving up my secrets for, Dad? So anyway, let's see here. So let me get on over here and see if I can find these pictures. Give me just a second. Here we go. So this was at you on the stage with your, looks like you got a pretty nice belt buckle there, and I see a trophy that somebody's holding. So we got that picture. There's your steak turn in, really nice box. What was it? Was it a ribeye or what was it?
It was a ribeye. Yes, it was a ribeye.
Okay. Did they provide the meat or could y'all cook anything you wanted?
They provided the meat.
Oh, they provided. So everybody had to cook a ribeye. Okay. All right. So it looks like you up on the big stage, Champion Junior Cook-Off. That's another nice picture. And there's another nice one as well. Man, all I can say is congratulations. That's pretty awesome to be able to roll out there and do something like that. I know it has to make your mom and dad feel pretty good. And I know that you've been killing it. I know last year we had you on. You was the big culinary guy going into the schools and stuff like that. And did you have a good time doing that culinary school last year?
Yes, I did.
Did you
It's helped me throughout my cooking years. That's what I use my culinary recipes in the Houston Rodeo. That's also that helped me win.
I got you, man. That is absolutely awesome. So I see a lot of comments that's popped up over here. So let me make sure I get over here. Congratulations. This is Juke. Hey, Juke, glad to have you here. Michelle, yeah, Brodie is the man. Absolutely. Who else we got on here? Brenda, congratulations, watching from Indiana. So that must be a family member. Kevin, congratulations to Brodie. That's who else we got. Charlie and Crystal Kings, congratulations, Brodie. And we also got, looks like another family member, Brenda. Proud of Bo and Brodie. So Okay. Oh man, wait a minute. We still got some more. Vincent, hello. He's just popping in. Vincent, wish Brodie congratulations, and we got Chuck once again. Congratulations to you as well, and Mr. Bill Manning, another one. Congratulations to you, sir. And Christine Flores, congratulations, Brodie. Yeah, man, I tell you what, it's pretty cool to see what you do. How old are you now, Brodie?
I'm about to be 14.
And when can you start cooking competition?
Soon.
So,
I want to start because Ingleside, the place I'm at, they have a barbecue team, and when I get into freshman, I want to try to join their barbecue team and help them with their chicken and everything.
there you go. There you go. Well, that's good. And I know Outlaw is allowing kids in high school, if you got a parent, you can come in and you can cook and join the big boys. So that's one of the things that Outlaw has done to help the younger guys get into it quicker. So have you thought about maybe jumping into that?
Yes, I have. I've been thinking about trying to get all three meats. This
Kind of worked out.
good.
That's it. Well, Brodie, congratulations, man. We're really proud of you. Looks like you're a world
Congratulations,
champ
Brodie.
now. I found out that the trophy has world champion on it, so I guess you can tell everybody you're a world champion. So,
Yep.
anyway, but congratulations. Let's see, I just saw somebody pop up. Yeah, see, he can come cook at 14 in Outlaw. So there you go. You can actually come cook. So, anyway, well, man, congratulations to you. And I don't want to keep you much longer. I'm sure you got school and stuff tomorrow. So we appreciate you coming in and making a big cameo appearance on Barbecue Champs. And keep on and keep on and keep on at it, man, because you've been doing really, really good.
Thank you.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, what have you got on the agenda coming up, Bo, in the near future? You got some big competitions lined up?
I looked at my calendar. I got to cook off every weekend till the middle of June.
Wow, man, you're hammering it. Okay,
So
that's pretty.
I think the next big one I'm doing Springfest in Beeville.
Okay.
That's going to be a big cook-off. But I got a lot of. I'll be traveling a lot in the next couple months.
Okay,
I'll be
that's
putting
cool.
some miles on.
Okay. What about you, Eddie? Where are you going to be cooking at next? Or what's your plans? Are you going to do the CBA 9-pack that the Texas Chrome has put together? Or did you do that last year? And how did you finish in that?
I didn't do it. I might have cooked one of the
Okay.
6. I didn't really. No, I didn't cook much last season.
Okay.
You know, because 2020, 21, I cooked every weekend, so I kind of
Took a little break.
cooked, but just not as much. So I'm off the next 3 weeks. I'm actually getting married in March,
Oh, well, congratulations.
March 25th. So yeah, thank you. So
Yeah.
I wanted to cook the Weatherford cook-off, man, but I guess I got some stuff to do. You know?
Yeah, it's a little close, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm getting married on Brodie's birthday.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we picked a good date.
There you go. My
Yeah.
wife and I. My
No,
wife and I-
after
We
Yeah,
got
go
married
ahead.
we got married on the 23rd of March. So man, you
Oh,
got
nice.
it you got it going good there. 24th, 25th, 23rd. I mean, you're good. So just treat her
Cool.
right, man. That's all
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
to do.
for sure.
If
Yeah,
mama's
so
happy, everybody's happy. So
exactly. Yep. So, but now after let's see, March 31st, I'm going to KCBS here in Cedar Park, which is about 45 minutes from me.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm on, every weekend. Back to that, I'm gonna try to hit at least 6, out of state KCBS this year.
Okay.
Looking to go, got one in California that I'm gonna do, and a couple in
Alright.
Oklahoma. We're just
Doing a little
start
traveling.
doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, same old. Just
Yeah.
start cooking.
Yeah. Are you gonna fly in and just use people's drums and stuff, or what's the game plan there?
Yeah. So for California, I'm talking to a few people that are gonna, bring me and provide me their rig and stuff like that. I'm flying out with my meats and
Right.
frozen meats, and then Oklahoma, I got my buddy Manuel over there in Border,
Mm-hmm.
Texas. So he's pretty close, and he told me, whenever I go up there, just let him know, and we'll get to it. So
Right.
I'm gonna start, flying in first, and then eventually, if I do good there, I might pick me a little trailer and
Yeah.
start,
Yeah.
storing them in different places, like some people.
Some
But
of the guys do. Yeah.
yeah,
There's some folks. So what do you have a rig that you use for cooking now? What do you use?
I got a toy hauler.
Okay.
I got an RV.
Yeah.
If it was up to me, I'd get a porch trailer, but she rides me every weekend.
Yeah.
She goes with
Yeah.
me every weekend. She's very supportive, so I got that to, so she can be comfortable.
Yeah. Oh, it's not. Make Mama happy. I'm telling
Yep,
you. I
exactly.
mean, I've got a nice big Grand Design toy hauler. Mama's happy laying up in that thing
Yep,
watching
exactly.
TV, and I've got a 13-foot box back. I don't even roll the smoker out.
Yep,
I drop a tail.
as long as the AC is on and she can watch TV, do whatever she wants.
You good to
She's
go.
good. Yes,
I always
sir.
give her a little spending cash to go shopping. Don't get her
Yeah.
around my wife, and don't get her around Vivian Freeman, because she will be ruined. You will be broke every competition. They're going to go find the Rosses and everything else.
Oh no, trust me, I know. Man, we went to Vegas one time. Like I said, I played pool. We went to Vegas for a pool tournament.
Uh-huh.
Man, she saw that there was a Ross there. She's like, I want to go. Let's go to Ross. I'm like, we got a Ross in Austin. She was like, yeah, but this is Vegas.
They're all different. Yeah, that's my wife. I was like, why are we going? And we was out in Vegas 4 weeks ago, and I want to go to this Ross. I was like, it's the same machine. No, every one of them's different. I was like, it's the same. No, they're all different. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God. So she found 2 or 3 Rosses to go to. So
Yeah, but
you
nah,
know,
she knows, whenever say, hey, where we going this weekend? Not to say, let's say we're going, I don't know, Stockdale. She'll start looking,
oh
what's
yeah,
cool? What happens where can we go in Stockdale? I found this park, or I found this lake, or I found this. We'll do that and just drive around and find something to do before we go home.
right, right. We're
You
fortunate
better
enough
read
that
the comments, Eddie. You
The
better read
what?
the comments.
yeah,
The bottom
we'll
one.
start.
Don't be
Yeah.
showing my business.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tell him my business. Oh, goodness, that's hilarious. Don't be telling my business. Don't worry,
Yeah,
sweetie.
yeah.
I mean, all the women, it seems like they know Vegas Strip Ross is badass. There we go. And that's the exact one she went to there. And then she went to one off the strip. She went to another one. So,
Yeah.
oh, my gosh. We're fortunate enough that
Yeah,
we
there's
can go
nothing
in.
nothing in Stockdale, Carlos. It's just nothing.
Yeah, just an
Yeah.
example.
I wouldn't go, Carlos. Okay.
That's it. Stay away.
Stay away.
When is Stockdale? This coming up weekend?
This weekend.
I might be there.
Yeah, he's
Nah,
like,
Now
oh,
you coming, Eddie? About 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. You coming in?
No, I can't. I got a lot to do.
he's got a wedding to prepare for. Don't get him in trouble.
Yeah.
So, oh goodness
Bachelor
gracious.
party at the cook-off Friday night.
Right,
Yeah,
that's
there
what we
you go.
did. That's what we did for Adam Martinez's wedding.
Yeah,
We stayed up
absolutely.
he had a cook off. I had a couple drinks there. And good time.
That's it. That's it. Yeah,
Good
25
time.
minutes from my house. I know Carlos is going to be there. That's for sure. So, oh goodness gracious alive. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on. Let's give you a chance, to thank your sponsors. Bo, if you want to go first, we'll let you go. And then Eddie, you can wrap up your sponsors. But you got any sponsors that you want to thank?
Butcher's Barbecue, they sponsored me all last year. I was their
Okay.
ambassador. They helped me out a ton. Dave was awesome guy to work with. Finally got to meet him last year at the Royal.
Oh yeah, that was super nice.
He's an awesome person.
He really is.
Other than
Really
that,
is.
I mean, Chupacabra sponsors out in Paris sponsors Brodie all the
Okay.
time. He Smoking Wizards took care of Brodie for so long. They've meant a lot to him. So that's about it.
That's good. All right, Eddie, you're up. Who you got?
Well, I'm gonna start off with Prairie Fresh.
Prairie Fresh
You
is
know,
good stuff.
I just change my hats as I go.
There you go. Pull a
Yeah.
Lee Hickle. He's got
We
about
got
7 of them.
Texas original charcoal. And man,
Yeah.
that stuff right there burns really good, really clean, and it gets that Jumbo rolling 300
Yeah.
all day.
Straight
So
up. There you go.
then I'll switch again.
There
Over
we
here.
go. There we go. Amp.
Amp
There we
Mafia,
go.
you know.
Yeah, baby.
Get a
Where's
little
the
Chucky.
guns at? Get up, Chucky. So.
Yeah, shout out Adam and Michelle Castillo. I mean Martinez. Sorry,
Oh
Adam.
yeah, yeah. You know that amp is all
Uh,
Michelle's products,
all
right?
Michelle's products. Yeah,
There we go. Adam ain't got a chance.
yeah. But and then Cosmos Q. It's in
Okay.
every one of my recipes. So
Yeah.
some good stuff. Yes,
He's got
sir.
he's got some good stuff, no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah,
So
and then
oh,
myself.
there we go.
Then myself.
There we go. That's absolutely awesome. The Pit Father. How did you come up with your name, the Pit Father?
Man, just watching The Godfather.
Yeah, that's cool. Watching the Godfather. Yeah, I want to be the Pit Father.
Yeah. So I was
That's
just trying to
funny.
think of names, and I might have changed my name when I first started, maybe like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, man, I don't feel it. It's
Yeah,
not. And then finally, Pit Father. I'm like, man, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
And I started looking it up, started Googling, Facebook, Instagram. Nobody had
Nobody
nothing.
had it.
So
Yeah,
I said, all right. And then I designed my own logo. I kind of sketched it out, drew it, sent it to
right.
my buddy. Shout out John Mark, ATX Graphics, and he put it together and came up with that. And
That's good.
so
It's a good looking logo. It really is.
yeah, I
It
appreciate
really
it.
is.
So I
All
did
right.
add barbecue to it because it was just the Pit Father, and people were like,
Right.
"What's that?" So now it's the
Yeah.
Pit Father barbecue.
Yeah. Yeah. Now they know. So that's pretty cool. Has anybody got any questions for either of these young men here? If you do, great. Shoot them to me. And if not, we're going to get ready to wrap it up. And we've had quite a few folks on here for the week. And we do appreciate, once again, all of our listeners. Thank you so much for joining us. And I want to thank both of y'all. Y'all been just tearing it up. Congratulations to both of y'all for what y'all been doing to barbecue. It's been really awesome.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So if we don't have any questions for anybody, once again, thank you guys. Good luck this year. Keep on tearing it up. Keep winning the big ones. Heck, we'll certainly kind of keep following you guys. And if y'all are doing good, heck, I'm going to reach out to you and try to get you
Yeah.
on. So we always try to get the good cooks that's been doing good. And we always appreciate comments like this. Great show. We always try. Ain't nothing like sitting around and talking about a little barbecue. So fat side. Oh, okay.
Now I want to give a big shout out to Barbecue Champs. Brodie's taken a lot of the steak classes with a lot of the cooks on there. We forgot one sponsor for him, and he's on one of your classes, Matt Overson.
Yeah, Matt
Yes.
Overson.
Matt Overson is a great guy. Took care of Brodie. Always gave him some good advice and everything.
Right.
Even if you don't think you need a class, you can always buy the class and see what your competitors are doing to beat you.
That's it.
That's what I did. I mean,
Yeah. I know you.
if they're hot, why
Yeah.
not see what they're doing?
That's right. That's right. I know you've taken a few classes, and I know Brodie's taken several state classes. Hey, did it help you pay off to get a world champion? There's a lot of techniques there, and there's a lot of recipes you're going to learn for some really, really good steak cookers. So, yes, it does. It does work, and glad to see.
Brodie's ready to start teaching the younger kids. He's already said that he wanted to teach some of the younger 7-10-year-olds on some of the steak techniques that he's learned.
Right.
So there's times that he wants to get out there and just actually help those little ones once he starts moving up in the barbecue world. So I think he's going to have a great future ahead of him here in a couple of years.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt. He's at an early age. He's already done it. All right, so we got a question. Fat side up or down on brisket? I'll let you go first, Eddie.
Man, so my buddy that I was talking about that got me into cooking, that's him.
I got
That's
you.
the one. Yeah. So I'm fat side down all day.
Yeah,
Every
there
day.
you go. Absolutely.
Yes,
Just tell him
sir.
to wait next weekend. You'll give him the recipe.
Yeah. Yep. Next weekend, bro.
Yeah, next weekend. What about you, Bo?
Fat side down. I cook on a drum. That fat
Yeah,
has to be down.
Yeah, you have to. Absolutely. And most offsets, you're usually going to be fat cap down. So he's
Yeah.
probably just jacking with us. That's what it
Yeah.
is. So
Yeah.
anyway, well, guys, I appreciate it so much for y'all being on here. And Bo, thank you for your support, you and Brodie as well, and supporting Barbecue Champs Academy. We really do appreciate it, all the shout outs that you have given us over the years. It really means a lot, I know, to the cooks and everything else. We're trying to help barbecue grow. I think we've done a pretty good job getting some people across the finish line that were struggling, and that's how we grow the sport, right? And these guys have done a lot, and we're trying to get some updates. We've been working on trying to get them in to get updates on some of the classes. So if you've got classes, they'll be updated, and we're still working on that as well. So a lot of people love a show tonight. We appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. And Lord willing, we'll be back here next Tuesday at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. Enjoy the rest of your week. Go out there, have a lot of fun.